the healthcare related plays.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to be aware of those bad boys and see what happens. UNH, this is probably a good spot to get in some weekly calls out to next week. And then also leaps out to next summer in 2027.
Yeah, I saw that in the stream. I missed it, man. I've been doing some stuff. I volunteer on Thursday, so for at-risk teen center, and that takes up a lot of my times on Thursday and Tuesday. I do a lot of volunteering too.
Oh, so, no, that's all good. That's all good. Because with UNH, it dropped so much.
Yeah, I saw.
And yeah, we still got the upside.
Mm-hmm. It shot up.
It went up $33, but we got big gaps above, and they're all going to get filled. Now that Berkshire has gotten in, I would expect the volume today to be pretty massive volume on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see at the open what the volume's looking like, but I would expect pretty nice volume today.
It's pulling back right now. Looking at it, but
yeah, they're selling that pop. So people that got in yesterday are selling the pop, and then it'll probably continue to go up. So that's why I said leaps. Leaps is probably the best thing because over time that thing is gonna fly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And with Berkshire getting into it, it's a done deal. That's a good deal.
Yeah, it shot up yesterday. I was like, wow. I was driving back and I saw the text string. I said, man, I missed that play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking to go long on it.
Okay.
And plays like that are easy because if you're working, you don't really have to do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You go long and you enjoy all the upside. There'll be some downside here or there.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, it did a lot of dropping. And so let me see if I can go to it now before we go live in the market. And that's what I'm looking to get into today. Let me see. And I'm going to go to the regular trading hours because we're just a couple of minutes now.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else is here. Let me see. Yeah. So UNH, let me look at their chart real quick. Yeah, it went from, it's 302.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said it was pulling back.
I thought so. It was a little bit, but no, it's staying steady.
Man, this thing is up 11%. I wanted to get in the 300 call. I guess I'll look a little bit further out now. But yeah, it's up $30, up 11% on that news. So we're getting ready to get it's up here where the red line is. So what we want to do, the best thing to do on this is go out to the daily. And I always tell people, look at the daily, the 3-day, the 5-day. In fact, let's look at the 3-day. We filled the first gap. So the first gap has already been filled up to 281. So let's find the next gap. The next gap takes us up. Let me see it on the daily, because those gaps are going to get filled. Some of them might get filled pretty quickly, depending on how the stock runs. But the next one is 336.
Oh, wow.
We got a gap at 336 that takes us all the way to 375.
Wow.
Man, come on. And look at where we are. All we have to do now is clear 326. We cleared 326 and we're in that gap. Yeah. So I'm going long. Yeah, because we're where this red line is right now. We had not really a double top because this wick is higher. We shot down, we sold off from 338 and came all the way down. And then here we tried to break out. It was a failed breakout and we continued to sell off. That was 326. So I would be setting alerts around 319 or so if you want to wait for the break. But to me, I want to soak it all up. So I want to look for a long position on this. And then I also want to mark the gaps. I want to mark this gap here, and I want to bring this line down to this other gap here. So those gaps are clear. Oh, and there's a bigger gap up here. That's why those lines there. 482 all the way back to 579. Man, this is a pay your house off kind of play if you do this right, because you can sit in this for hundreds of dollars. I mean, you're talking some big moves. And then with Warren Buffett being in it, it's going back to all-time highs and beyond. I mean, he don't just jump in something, you know, not fully knowing what he's doing. And then you got to think too, it's a part of the Dow Jones. I mean, the largest stock network that's out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, really quick, but we're in the money on INTC now.
Oh, cool. That's what I'm talking about. We'll see what happens when it opens, if they'll stay in the money or if there's going to be a pullback. I'm going to be initiating the trailing stop loss. And then if it pulls back, I'm looking for leaps on, well, not leaps, but probably some next week. INTC is a weird stock to trade. It's up, down, and all around. So I'll definitely be watching to see, you know, how we could play it and how we can make more money on it. But with the government getting involved, I would imagine there's some long-term opportunities there for sure. Yep, it's telling me right now my contracts are in the money. Yes, thank you, Lord. I'm one of the only traders that gives God the glory.
Amen. Amen.
I know what you guys
don't
go on other channels and they like, thank you, Lord.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, without
it's his anyway. It's his anyway.
And the market's open.
Just open, yeah.
Market's open. 25. 24, 24.90, 24.85.
Pull him a little bit down.
Yeah, let me go to INTC. I want to watch it closely. Market open. I'm on the daily candle. Let's go to the 2 hour. Zoom it in. It's coming back to fill that gap. Could be another entry point. It's coming all the way back.
Yeah. The Qs, the SPY, everything's pulling all the way down right now.
Okay, let me see.
Oh yeah. It's pulling.
Let me see what's going on with the Qs.
Oh, I'm on the Qs right now. They're pulling.
Let me see.
3 day.
PQQ. We were looking for a pullback today. 78, 89, 85, 86. I'm trading it in futures. $50, $52. There we go. Come on. Drop on me. $42, $46, $47. Come on. I need it lower than that. It's going the other way. I'm trying to trade it in futures real quick. I put my trailing stop loss on INTC real quick. If it's going to pump the other way. Yep, there we go. Quick trades. 78.95, 78.88. Which way we going? 78, 79. Come on. Okay. Let me take a look back at so it looks like they're coming back to fill the gap. They're probably going to fill the gap on INTC. They're about to fill that gap. The wicks got close. 24.45. UNH is back under 300. So if you're going to do a leap, I would wait to see if we get back to 20. We got a lot of gap there. And let me see the Qs. 578.64, 578.67. It's curling over. NVIDIA curling over. 180.90, 180.94. I'm on the 2 hour. Let me zoom in closer to the 5 minute, be more intimate with the action. That's NVIDIA. If NVIDIA comes down, the market comes down. NVIDIA wicked right at that 180.88, and it's up to 181. Palantir is flushing. Good Lord. Palantir's dropped $4 already. Bitcoin still green. We go back to INTC. INTC, yep, they filled the gap and it's going back up. Fill that gap. Well, it didn't really fill it. They got close though. So those gap fills are never going to be perfect, but that's good enough for government work. It looks like we'll see if there's more weakness or what it does. Let me see. QQQ's 578.64. I want to take that to the downside. 66.55. Yep. I'm going to contract to the downside. 58, 56, 58, 56, 70, 60, 57, 60, 56, 54. Come on, 55, 57, 63, going the wrong way. May have to cut it. 60. Come on, I know you want to go there. I'm looking at you. Yeah, let me do the practice because I'm losing money on that. So I can figure out which way it wants to go. Okay. Looks like they may have filled the gap and they want to go back up. Let me see on UNH. I want to get the best possible entry, but it's already going back up above 300. I'm going to go ahead and look for a call in my long-term portfolio. I'm scrolling over. I'm going to calls, and I want to get the shares at this level. Come on. I'm moving slow. UNH just broke. I'm going to do the 300 call. 300 calls, symbol UNH, doing this live, UNH. And after I get this set, buy to open, quantity, I'm going to say 5 calls, expiration. I'm looking for next summer, June. I'm looking for June 2026, June 18th, and I'm looking for the 300 strike. Man, those things are lit. Golly. Those are expensive. Those are rather expensive. Let me see what's the top of that next gap. The top of the next gap is 3. I want to be in the money before then. 300. Are you looking at this, Damon? 370 is 2200.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus on two different lives right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking. So the 400 strike on this is 1500. Anything in the threes is going to be over 2000. But I want to be in the threes. I'm going to look at the 350. That's 27. Let me see on
This
UNH.
other live I'm on, they're all in the September 19th UNH call. So it's only about a month. It gives you to sit in it. But yeah, I know you want to go long. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
do
going
too.
long. I got to work. I got to work. I don't have time to play around and close contracts because this is going to run. And then you're going to have to close and reopen. So it's worth getting whatever you can afford. 333 is here, the next gap. 350 is halfway through that gap. So I want to be at 350. When we break here and get into this gap, I want to be 350, 360, at most 370. Because those are going to be in the money. Guaranteed, those are going to be in the money. So let me look at 370 and down. So highs I want to go is 370. 370 is 2200. 360 is 25. It's just a couple of dollars. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and get the 350. 5 of those. Let's see. That's $11,000. $11,000. I might need to sell some Tesla. And that's another thing you could do too. That's another strategy. You could sell one thing and then get in the next thing after you're up. Because where is Tesla at? I've been in Tesla for a minute. I could keep some Tesla, sell some Tesla, and then jump now and go to the next big thing that's moving. And we're breaking out. Yeah, I got to get in now. I can't play around. I got to get in now. Let me get my limit price. Yeah, it's flying. Preview order. Boy, you get nervous when you start hitting this buy button. Let me make sure on the 2-minute, I got a good entry. Yeah, right there is going to be good. We're about to break out that top. Right there. Place order. And it's gone. I'm in. Okay. Orders in. So what look, we're up $3 that quick. So now, golly, the thing with the jeez, 303, 304. That's like that countdown guy. Golly, that thing is moving. That should be green already if I got in. Let me see if it did it pick me up? No, I'm not picked up. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. No, the price must have went up before I got in. Man. Okay, let me go to orders and activities. It's pending. Now I gotta play more. It's 2,400 now. Oh. Oh, Jesus. It went up that much, that quick. Well, I guess I'm paying 24, 24, 24, 20. Let me make sure I'm getting a good entry on that now. We're at 305. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Attempt to replace order. It might not even take that. at that price, 24. I'm attempting to replace order pending. And if it doesn't come in, I'll wait. There we go. I got in. I was going to say I'll wait for a pullback because I don't want to be a groupie and chase like that when I'm up on a lot of stuff already. I got in Apple at 214. I got in NVIDIA at 295. So I got some good positions. And anytime I'm buying a lot like that, I want to get the best position possible. And then look, as soon as you get in, 304.75. But it really doesn't matter because you're going to next summer. So by chance, if it would pull back, I would get more. I want to have 20. So you do the first 10, and then I would do 5 on a pullback to 285. I would do the last 5 anywhere back in a big pullback or correction. That's where I would do the last 5. Like, let me go to the larger time frame. So I didn't go all of the ones that I want yet. So if we ever come back to this area, 252, I would add like maybe 2 here, and then I would save some for here because this is the bottom. And then if we come back and fill this gap, I would add 5 more there. But other than that, that's basically go in with 10, add 5, add 10, 10, 20, no, 10, 5, 5. And that gives you 20 till next summer. Anybody got any questions about that? Because you could do one big trade like that and be done trading.
I'm just listening. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
Say that again.
I'm still listening. I'm sorry to have to be so quiet, but I'm still listening.
Okay, and INTC is in the money now.
I just hold on. I should have waited a little bit.
Yeah, in the morning between 9 and 10 is when people are selling and they're trying to figure out what they want to do between 9 and 10:30. By 10:30, we'll know the real direction of the market. We could get a pullback or anything. So, I mean, you never go wrong taking profit. Because INTC has been one of those stocks that it'll go up, it'll go down. I mean, honestly, very quickly. And if we can't break out that 25 level and continue up, the volume is 61 million, UNH 17. And see, UNH is coming back. So I'll add, if we get into the gap, I'll add some more. The INTC is actually looking pretty good, but there's just resistance at 25. I would like to see it break this level right here, this 25.10, and get up here today to 26.60, 26.46. And I would believe that the run is real, but it cannot seem to hold a bid here lately. And let me see, QQQs, 577, still coming down, still bending over. We're at $2.37.34, 277.51, 277.55.49. Yep, I'm gonna zoom in and trade that real quick on futures. Let me see the 2-minute chart. Yeah, it looks like it wants to come down 277.39. Shoot, let me see if I can grab that real quick. 277. Oh, I'm still in. Jeez. I was sitting in the down position and didn't even know it. That was $1,800. Wow. I didn't know I did that. I gotta be more careful. QQQ. Looks like we might want to break 77.29. $21, $27. And it's gonna break. Yeah, the Qs looks like they're getting ready to take a dip. If anybody, let me see what's right or what's left on these bad boys. 77, if we break 77 to the downside, let me look at the hourly. We could be coming back to test this 50-day moving average 275.03. 275.03. So let's keep that in mind.
575 or 575?
I mean, excuse me, 575. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, 575. And we're getting ready to break 577 right now. It looks like we're going to break. And we're broken at 576.94 and dropping. This thing is moving. 576.77. Golly. Let me get back in futures. 576.76. 576.84. Looks like it's trying to bounce back. 577. Okay, we're bouncing. We're getting a dad cat bounce on the Qs. I don't think it's going to hold. We bounced at 576.64. I want to see a break of that to continue us down to the 50-day moving average. 576.96. We're back under. That's the 1 hour. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to go max contracts on the future to the downside off of this bounce. This bounce should take me back to 577.33 and reject and continue down. Let's see what we get. Oh, it already rejected. Let me open the positions up. 577. This is on the 2-minute. Yeah, it didn't even get there. 577. It rejected at 577.14. Yep. And I got to get my entry right now. I'm going to go 4 contracts. 577.68. Come on. $195, $85, 60. I took it. $75. It's bouncing again. 76 is going to go retry that area again to the upside. Let me look back real quick at, yeah, an INTC broke 25 to the downside. UNH broke to the downside, 298.77.66, back under 300. Let me look at that chart real quick. Yeah, so if it breaks 297.79, we'll probably get into the gap and it'll probably come to this green line, which is the 20-day moving average. At best, maybe the 50-day moving average, which is the red line, which would be 282.26, and that's where I'll add more shares. You could actually play this both ways with the puts down, take the profit, and buy more calls, but I'm just going to wait and add more calls. QQQ's back over 577. So that means something is running. It must be Tesla. Let me see what Tesla's doing. Nope, Tesla's red too. So something's running to make the Q's. Well, it's kind of flat, to be honest. Circles up 5. Ethereum. Yeah, it's kind of a flat market today. UNH still breaking down. Yeah, so I would be looking at those next week contracts. Keep the leaps. Look at the next week contract off of a breakdown to 291.26. Let me see. I'm going to paper trade those real quick. And I'm looking at maybe 5 to 10 contracts to next week on the bounce. And we're getting some support right there. It's hard to tell where it would stop at. UNH. Okay, I'm going to paper trade the August 22nd. Well, you know what? It might be safer to go to September the 19th. Short-term call to, let's say, 350. Puts us halfway through that. Those are 340 each. And it's already showing strength. Let me look back at the August, because the August 22nd, it would be a short swing. I mean, you got to get in, get up, and get out. You got to get in, get up, and get out. Those 350s are 120 each. And the 370s are going to be 95. Let me try 10 370s. 10 370s on the paper trade. And I sent it. Let me see what it's doing. Keep an eye on it because we're moving back up now. UNH, it didn't take it yet. INTC still coming down. That's why I was saying yesterday, be careful with your profit because it could do exactly what it's doing. They come and they short the crap out of it. Bitcoin, $400 drop. Apple, 50-cent drop. NVIDIA, whoa, NVIDIA down 3. Yeah, we might get some serious downside if this continues. The Qs are trying to bounce. Remember, the Qs lead the way. So if the Qs try to show some strength, the market might try and turn around. I jumped in that UNH call till next week, 10 contracts with $600, and it's already up. It's already up. The 370 call, August 22, is up $300 already. It was $675, or no, it cost $320. Now it's up to $800. So once I see it moving like that, I know it's safe to get in. It's already up almost $800. Yep, with the break back over 300. So that would be a good one. In fact, let me see if I could take that one. Next week's call. I'm in another account now. UNH. Let me go back to UNH. It looks like it's pumping. It wants to get back up. Here's the chart. We found support. We opened here, 294. Remember, if we don't get back below the day's low, you could trade it up. If we don't get back below the pre-market low, you could trade it up. And so we're showing some strength. We had a V shape. We came down, and now it looks like we're making a weird looking W. Want to break back above, and look at the volume. Volume's what, 22 million. And volume stepped in, buyer stepped in, and boom, there we go. 300, 301. We're going right back. They bought the dip. They bought the dip majorly. Geez. Let me look at that 22 for next week. UNH. Talking about it and paper trading it, I actually missed it. But it's still got time. I'm looking at the August 22nd. 370. And this is not something I'm going to sit in long. I mean, once it's green and up, I'm taking my money.
You got it for next week. You said
I got some to next summer. Those are cheaper. If you know you're not going to hold it, why buy all that time in September? This thing is running now, so you can actually, it was just $68. Now it's $100. It's running to the upside, so you can get in and probably just get out Monday or Tuesday. I wouldn't hold it past Wednesday. But I mean, if you're buying in September and you're going to sell next week, why pay all that extra money? I'm not holding that. And it looks
it'll hold up longer, especially over the weekend with that theta when you go out longer.
Probably gonna take it today, man. If this thing get up,
if you take it today, you're good. But over the weekend, I would go a little further out.
Oh yeah, we already got the Junes of 2000 next year.
Yeah, I'm just talking about for the ones you got next week, because that theta, it's going to eat up your theta if it doesn't continue to run over the weekend.
Let me see what the theta is on that. I mean, I would be out of it on Monday and Tuesday. I wouldn't even hold it to Wednesday. That's why I'm saying, it's the next week contract.
What's that strike price, Anthony, you got on that next week contract?
The 370.
370? Okay.
Yeah, it's moving. The 370 now, if you bought 10 of those a few moments ago when I was looking at it, 10 of those were 320, and they're up now to $610 that quick. I mean, so when I paper traded, I paper traded to see the strength. That's up 90% already that quick.
Okay.
Yeah. And the theta, I don't see the theta. I see the delta is 44. It's showing me something weird. It's saying the theta is a negative 209. How is that possible? The gamma is 269. The delta, this thing just went up 121%. How? There's something going on with these contracts. Oh, it must be the IV. Is the volume going up? Yep, 22 million. So as more people are coming in, we might get a gamma squeeze on this thing where everybody's coming in trying to buy to the upside. Because literally I'm watching and the percentages are squeezing to the upside and squeezing quickly from 70 to 90 to 121. Now 118. And it's saying those same contracts would now be worth $700. So we might get a squeeze on this thing today. INTC still coming down, but look at the volume, $96 million. So you got good volume. They might be shorting it. They may have sold some off the top and they're just trying to get a better price to reposition it. But if you look, INTC, I think they're going to come back maybe to right here, 23.96. Looks like they're trying to wiggle their way down on, this is a 2 minute. I wouldn't really trust a 2 minute. Let me go to the 18. Yep, right here, 23.87 on the 18 minute. We wicked and the gap has been filled. And we could go up from here. We got a gap fill. We got a clean gap fill. I mean, look at those lines, how they connect, wick to wick. So we could go up from here on the INTC, and then the next level up would be about $25, $26. That's if we continue up. We'll see. UNH 301.35. Hollow candles are telling me that it wants to go up. Candles are nice and open. Volume is increasing. Let me see the QQQs again. QQQs are going up. That means Tesla's going up. Yep, 333, 46, 52, 56, 74. Palantir, 176 is trying to recover. So the market's trying to recover. We're seeing some strength, and UNH is trying to. We need a break of at least half of this wick, 304.14, and looks like it's coming. It's trying to get there on this 5 minute candle. I would let those 3 minutes play out and see if we get a higher high. On the paper trade, up now 134%. The implied volatility is running up on this. So whoever got in first is going to squeeze those contracts. And even with it not really moving that much, your contracts will still be good. Yep, I'm looking now. Yeah, and I might sell some of this Apple and get more UNH. Oh, man. So this is what I do in the mornings when I have time. Apple, Open. Oh, yeah, Open was moving too. Open was moving. They're looking for a new CEO. They were all the way up to 350. So let's not forget about that, because that's a potential short squeeze too. If it pulls back, it might come back in the gap right here to $3.05. But I'm not expecting that because this is a hollow green. We wicked out of, what was that? $3.41. So I would look to see us recover that $3, that change, and continue up. And look at the volume on Open, 148 million. Yesterday it was like 300 million. And there we go. We're running 331, 332. I think we're going to get some more upside on Open. So this thing could go. Yep. And look, we got a rounded body, rounded bottom recovery with the low at 314 on the 5-minute. Yeah, you can see right there how it's curving up to the upside. Yep. So we will see. Yep, yeah, and look at that Open. Open is getting ready to run. We need to clear. Oh man, 337. Come on. We need to clear right here, 341. 341 takes us back up to 344. And if we can make that rounded bottom pattern complete, it's going to head back up to these highs of the morning, like 350 something that was in the extended hours. Let me see. Yep, see in the extended hours. If we can clear back up to this 3. Oh, man, that was the number I gave y'all in the chat. We needed to break 364. I didn't even know it got there. But around that area, that's where it's going to start squeezing. And it literally came there and rejected. They sold it off. So that was the dark pool, whoever's shorting this big time. So please keep an eye. I'm glad I looked at that in the extended hours, because we got right to that area that I dropped in the WhatsApp this morning. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, there's some good money to be made in Open, especially if that thing starts squeezing. Man, I missed 15 G's on that last time because they short sale restricted it, and then it went and opened in the down position. I still was up 200%, but that 200% was nothing compared to the thousands of percents that it squeezed to, and I was unaware because I wasn't paying attention. So that's another thing. Make sure and watch your positions and be aware of what you're in. We're playing around that 300, 301 area. Not financial advice, but this area, anywhere around 294, this 305 area, I think is a great area to get in long term. If we come back to the 50-day moving average, put a line there, set an alert, that is a really good area to get in. So if you're fortunate enough today to see a break and a pullback to that area, please act accordingly, and pay some stuff off, because that move will definitely do it back to the upside. Next week we'll probably be really green on this, because with all this volume, I'm sure they're buying out long term. And Berkshire Hathaway didn't get in this for it to be a swing. He got in this as an investment. So think about that. 5 million shares as an investment. So then you got to be thinking, well, what was his target? Well, if you go out on the weekly, most people look on the weekly or the monthly for a target. If I was looking at this and I saw a double bottom at 237, that area, and I bought down here, my target would be, where was the, I might take some out 375, but my target would be 591. My target would be all-time highs, because at all-time highs, this is where I would want to unload some if I was going to unload some, from the 200s all the way up to 5 million shares. That's how you do it. That's how it's played. 375 would be just a warm-up. Would be just a warm-up. So I would be looking, when we start getting in this 500 area, probably see some weakness, some selling, because at that point, people will be up so big, because the whole world is paying attention right now. The entire world is paying attention. The people that invest in trade.
Reaching a round number like 500 can be a psychological.
Artificial intelligence. And look at the monthly chart. Look at the monthly chart. My target would be here. The wick and this candle, 600. All-time highs is 622, but I wouldn't even worry about 622. My target would be in the 500 range on that. So imagine if you buy just one share. If you buy just one share and you hold on to that one share and it goes up, I mean, that's big. That's big. So be aware of that. And we're now breaking 302, heading back to that 302 area. And it's good to have some cash on the side, so when things like this happen, you can go long, and you can enjoy
His PC shut down. I don't know if you guys saw that in the chat. He'll probably be back in a little bit.
Yeah, tracking. Thanks.
Can you hear me, Damon?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, we got you. We got you now.
Okay, my other computer crashed.
Whoa, they won't even boot back up?
Yeah, I had to. I might have to take it to the shop because that's the one I use for my business.
Yeah, hopefully it's not a virus or anything.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. It just literally, it started doing something weird and it crashed right while we were on. Let me see if I can share the screen on INTC. But yeah, it said do not turn the computer off. They would try to repair it again in 30 minutes.
Who said that?
Yeah, and this computer is my home computer. I need to make it a lot. Yeah, it says can't share my screen. Let me see if I open up another window. Got a lot of stuff open. So you guys, did y'all see when I left? You could tell I was gone, right?
Yeah, we could tell. And I saw the message you put in the chat too.
Yeah. I'm like, what the heck? What in the? Yeah. So yeah, and this other computer.
Man, that's not good, son. Hopefully his network did get hacked with a virus or something.
Hey.
We're here.
Yeah. So my laptop came back up. It says now running Windows 11, and it shut down the meeting on the other computer. It kicked me off.
Because it's signed back in over there.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
So you think it might have just installed the latest update?
Maybe. I don't know why it would do that though when I'm live. It normally asks me to schedule.
Absolutely. That's why I think it did an update automatically on it.
Yeah. That is crazy.
I wonder, sometimes it'll have like a timer somewhere, and I wonder maybe you didn't see the timer, the countdown.
Maybe so.
Well, now you're on Windows 11. You should have been on Windows 11.
Really?
I think Windows 11 is old. I haven't used Windows in a while, but I think Windows 11 is old.
Yeah, I just do everything. I use normally what's that browser? I'm on Opera because it cuts down on the pop-ups. So I do everything on Opera.
I see the latest version is Windows 11.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just shut me down. It said, would you like to troubleshoot or switch to Windows 11? And I hit switch to Windows 11. It says, do not shut your computer down. And now everything looked totally different.
Oh, this is the latest. I lied. Hold on. No, Windows 12 is out. That's why you can't even trust the first thing you just see. Well, it says no, Windows 12 is not available yet. I don't know. Once I switched to Mac, man, I haven't gone back.
Wow.
That's mainly for job reasons too. So.
Okay. Well, looks like the market is kind of at a standstill. It looks like I think they're waiting to see what's going to happen today with the meeting with the president too, because the president is making a meeting. has a meeting today in Alaska, so we want to be mindful of that. Anytime the president is meeting anywhere, it can go very badly for the market. And then a lot of people are saying that they don't think that we're going to get that rate cut that we're expecting next month because that PPI was hot. But when you think about it, CPI was hot too. I mean, if you're year over year, you were expecting 2.8, you got 2.7, but your core inflation came in as expected at 3.1. I mean, that didn't really go down. So basically, you're just telling me inflation is high. And that's what Powell has been saying. And they were saying, honestly, he needs to raise again or hold, because if he starts cutting, and I think if he doesn't lower on this next meeting, I think they're going to go crazy. I think there's going to be a nice drop just on that if he doesn't do that. So we'll see. I'll definitely be ready in the down position. And then if it doesn't happen, just cut it. But I think that's going to be bad news if he doesn't cut on this next one. And then you only cut during an emergency anyway, but then again, our economy is crap. They just don't want to talk about it, but it's crap. So we shall see. Tesla. I'm up 8% on one of my Teslas and down 24 on one of my Teslas. All the Tesla shares are now green. I bought it $295, $297, and $319. Apple, I bought at $214. I'm up 8%. The NVIDIA leaps, I'm up on the NVIDIA leaps. I got 2 of those till next June. I'm up 24% on those. iBit, I bought iBit and I'm up 15%, 8% on that. I got a call on Open and I'm down 52 and 38% on the Open calls because of that massive pullback, and I didn't average down. So that's currently what I'm having, that account. And then in this other account, I have NVIDIA, which I'm up over 100%. And then the leaps on NVIDIA, I'm up 41% on the leaps. They came down a little bit. The charter put, CHTR, I'm still up on that. It's saying 1,600%, but I don't know how. That's just ridiculous. And then the open calls in this account are actually green today. I'm in some SPY puts as a hedge, and they're red. That's pretty much it. BBAI, I sold all the shares, and I have one call remaining before the earnings took place. And that's pretty much what I'm in. Yeah. Other than that, it's just all long-term holds that I'm in, and things that I'm just looking to sit in for a while. Let's see. UNH. Oh yes, Lilly. LLY. I paper traded 2 contracts, and I started trading the 650, the January 16th, and that thing is in the money. I started paper trading the 700. Both of those are printing very well, and I think Lilly, let me look, it was in the gap yesterday. We still should be in the gap today. That's a good one to get. Did it retrace? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're in the gap. Even though we're pulling back, we're still in the gap with the gap fill up to 740. I started the paper trade down here. I should have just got in. I started the paper trade down here on this candle, and it was the 650. The 650 went in the money over here, and we're way up here. I didn't set my alert. I just did a paper trade on it. So be aware of that. Let's see INTC again. Back up to $25. I see what this thing is up, down, and all around. Literally on any of the dips could have been bought. The volume is up now to 123 million on INTC. UNH back up to 304. And now look, we're getting to 1030. So this is when we see the real direction of the market. So if you wait like till 10 o'clock, 1027, 1030, you start seeing the real direction, which way the market is actually going to go. On UNH now, on the daily, we got the gap below. I would mark that from the wick down to here. We got a gap down from 294 all the way back down to 273. We're showing strength, so it doesn't look like we're going to head that direction. So I wouldn't even worry about it. To the upside, my next target on this would be 326. 326 is all I would be thinking about right now. A break of 326 is going to take us to 340, and we're basically at 303.17. Today, we're looking for a break of 305.80. A break of 305.80 is going to take us to, they gave us 50% of this candle right here. 50% clean. We break 305. We had a double top here at 308.56. We could possibly see 309.99 today. So basically 310. We're looking for 310 today. We'll see if we get that 310. So I'm going to put a line there and mark where my target is for the day. If you're day trading this, 309.94 is actually the number that I would be looking for today. Where's this? I'll call him right back. So that's my target for today. Write that down. Keep an eye on that. Let me see. And then open is going back up. So keep an eye on open. INTC, the way that we're playing around this 24 to 25 level, I think the volume is going to continue to come in and step in. And on this, I just want to see it break and sustain. Why does it keep doing that? I want to see it break and hold 2670. If we can get a move above 2538 on the daily, look over at this. 2538 would be this wick right here. So I would like to see, first of all and foremost, a break and hold above these wicks right here. 2623. We put a line there. 2623. If we can clear and hold that, we might get a move up on next week, or we could get another move up in the afternoon to maybe the body of this candle at 2589. For INTC, I think that's going to be a bit drastic to be able to do that because it doesn't normally move like that. It doesn't normally move like that. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but you can lose a lot of money with INTC. And so be careful. But the gap is filled. The volume is good. And it's going up as we speak, up to 126 million in volume now. So let's keep an eye on that. And then open. the Qs. Circle. Palantir is trying to recover. Apple, 60 cents basically from being green. SPY, down 81, not even $1, nothing big. Nvidia, got to get back above that 180 area. QQQ, we went up 578.44. So we should go back and retest if we can break out 70, 79. I would be looking for a play on this wick right here to go back and retest that 181.98. And then from there, the 183.28 and a breakout to continue up. And we definitely want to be careful. It looks like the market is showing some weakness at these all-time highs. We could get a pullback, honestly, back down to this gap down here. If we can't break out this area and break it out strong, we could get a pullback into next week or something down to, that's a big pullback. It brings us just below the 50, right back to test the 200. No, that's not the 200. 200's there. 20, 50, the 100. There's a gap at 536 down to 530. And we're currently seeing a higher low, looking to recover it. So we'll see what happens. Open is moving up very well. We'll see if it can sustain it and break out of that 4 today. If it does, that's going to be a really, really good move if you're in it. Anybody have any questions? I don't see a whole lot going on. SPY is coming down. We just broke 644. We're coming back to retest this trend line. Remember, we had been sitting trying to get above 640 forever. We broke above my trend line. We went double top, and now we're pulling back. So keep an eye on that. If we come back and break down below this trend line, I would hope that we don't get below 640, but we could very quickly get below 640 on this trend line.
Hey, Anthony, you said on open. Can you look at that right quick? Because I had a call on that for January 16th, and I was red. And
yeah, open. It's finding some strength today.
Yeah.
It was all the way up to 340, 350 something in the pre-market, 360.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it go back and break that pre-market high.
I got a $5 call for January 16th, and it just hit green at $1 in the green right now. So
yeah, so put a line on your chart. I'm going to put one on mine too.
Okay.
If we can break, you want to see a break of $3.66.
Got it.
When we get that, it's gonna get some more momentum, and it's gonna continue up. It's looking good to the upside. And the thing about buying time is we don't know when the squeeze is gonna happen again.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to be paying attention. So I'm looking for a break of this area. That's where we were this morning. And if you look at it, we had all these touches down here at 3. So I now think that 3 is support.
Mm-hmm.
That's this area, and I mean all the way down here is still 3. Even all the way down at the bottom of the gap is still $3. So it looks like we will continue up. I mean, I wouldn't want to see a break of 321. That's this candle in the middle. It's kind of in the middle of all those other wicks. But if you notice that green line, that's the 20-day moving average. It's just riding it up.
Yeah.
And so I think we're going to get a nice move up on this. Hopefully it'll continue. The volume will stay there, and it'll continue up and break out those highs. And if you look, it's a W pattern. It's a weird W pattern, but it's a W pattern nonetheless. When you're trying to find those patterns, sometimes it can be kind of weird, but Yeah, that's a W. And so you see it now when I draw it in it.
Oh yeah, it's pulling down right now though.
Uh,
Just a little bit retracement, that's it. But yeah,
yeah, as long as we don't break, I mean, I just wouldn't want to see it get below 320, 316. Honestly, this wick here is the last protective line, 315. And notice we're wicking already. And so if you notice the wicks, each wick is a higher high. So that's what we want to see. We wicked at 318, double bottomed at 323. Then we came up to 330, and now we just came down, higher high, higher low at 329, and now we're pushing up. So if we continue this, the next wick should be over here, 335 on the upside after we close this 5-minute candle. And we're pushing up now. We got a double top in this area of 340. So the first hurdle would be to get above 340.
Yeah. I'm looking at 340 right now here too on it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm in the $7 call on it to January.
I'm a $5 call to January. So
yeah, and it's showing strength. And let me see what's the volume on it. Jeez, approaching 200 million, and it's not even 11 o'clock.
yeah, 193 million right now volume. Wow.
Yeah, 193 million. So the volume is there. It's probably going to go. We're probably going to get a run on it. It broke above that 3, and it's in the squeeze potential. INTC still playing around 24/7. UNH holding above 300. Open door. Oh, the CEO resigns. The main stock is getting a new leadership. Yeah, they were talking about that earlier. That's what's making it run. They're getting rid of the old guy and in with the new. Let me see. Something must be running. Let me see. AI. It's got to be Meta. Yeah, I already knew it. That's what's holding the market up. It's Meta. Meta just ran. What is going on? Meta, $11. What are they saying?
It shot up.
Meta platform. Michael Burry's Cyan Asset Management has bought call options for Meta platforms, aiming to profit from the rise in share prices, shifting from the previous investments in shorting the Chinese firms. So Michael Burry has gone from shorting the Chinese to calls on Meta. Wow. That's worth a lot because you know he's out a year on this thing. And if we're sitting at, where's all-time highs? I think we're like right there. Yeah. Yeah. We're about to get a massive breakout. So I would say, I bet you he's probably sitting in the money at like a 750, or he might be at the 800 waiting. Let me look at Meta. I bet you he's at the 800 waiting. Because if I was going big, and I was going to buy out 2 years, which most people that are buying real big like that will go, I would buy out 2 years and put it right at the 800 strike. So I would imagine the 800 strike on Meta would be loaded. Let me see. Meta. Yeah, I'm like, what's holding the market up today? Meta, the biggest winner. So I'm going to January 1st and see who's there. January 800. Oh my gosh. 3,000 in the open interest. Not a lot of volume, but those contracts are, man, they're expensive. 103. Let me see next January 2027. The 800. It says $139. Yep, 1,700 there. The volume is 1. So could they be sitting in September? Or maybe they're sitting in a cheaper strike. They're sitting in the 900s. They're sitting in the 900s. Those are 9,800 each to 2027. They're also sitting in the 1,000 strike. Good Lord. 2,100 in the open interest. That one's 6,800. That's to 2027. And if you look at where we are, we're already basically at 800. So you're only talking a $200 move. Those $1,000 strikes are going to be in the money in 2 years for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me see. September the 19th, they might be sitting there deep too. Meta, September the 19th. Yeah. The 800, September the 19th, 10,000 in the open interest, 1,000 in the volume, and the delta on that is 48. The cost is $2,200. It's loaded. So they're expecting a break and a breach of that 800 and a run up. 10,000, 8,000 in the 900 for September, 870, 4,300, 850, 8,700 in the volume or open interest, 830, 4,300 in the open interest. So they're loaded all the way out to the 900 for September. And the 950, 3,500 in the open interest. So yeah, that's good old Meta. Amazon is looking good also. Just need to break out these highs. Amazon, Apple, Tesla is pulling back just a tad.
I'm looking at getting that 350 call for UNH for next week. Is that a good play? Because I know you said you got the 370.
Any of those would be good.
Any of those are good? Okay.
Yeah, because the volume is here on it. Let me go back to that watch list. Yeah, the volume on UNH, at 304. They're basically, when you see it just kind of playing around this level.
Yeah, it's playing around right now.
They're just building out their positions. We'll come in next week and it'll be up here at 325. Yeah, I'll come in next week and be like, how? Because of all this volume that's coming in, 31 million, and it's just still going up. And then if you look to, it's been so beat down over the last, since April, it got beat down really badly. So we'll get a nice push back up.
Yeah, I hate I missed that pull, that call on y'all. Those two plays. Yeah, but it's all good.
Yep, the INTC, I think, was the best one yesterday because of that pop.
Yeah, it shot straight up.
That was a nice pop, and it's still kind of hanging out there. So I just want to see it get through that 25 and hold, because we've just not been able to do it. So if we can get through that, I would feel better. Yeah, open is getting ready to crack 340. Open Door CEO resigns. Yeah, I know earlier they had said that they were getting a new leadership, but they didn't say that he resigned. Mm. 10:45. It looks like all I'm going to do today. I didn't trade any Bitcoin or buy any more XRP or nothing like that. But
Okay.
Just INTC and getting in position on UNH. And man, I have been watching it. Damon have been watching it. We've been talking about it. Honestly, the entry was over here.
Yeah,
right here.
Yep.
So we're gonna get better at those. And it's just setting alerts. Just setting alerts. And once those alerts are set, because Lily is another one. We double bottom 619. And look, we're already back up at 689.
Yeah.
So any of these plays could really, 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 really take your account to the next level.
Yeah, I look at it. Anything below 50, anything below the 50, anything below the 200 moving day average, you jump in right there. You get it.
One candle close above, you can take it to the upside with certainty. And we're heading back to the 200 on the daily. See, the 200 is a green line. So we're below it now. But that's because of all that drop. Oh, this is Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And let me see UNH.
Oh, UNH taking off. They said 305, 304.
Yeah, they're loading for takeoff. Once the plane's full, they're gonna go ahead and go.
Yep.
It says on here, Buffett just bought the dip. Is the healthcare giant the comeback play of the year? It definitely is. That Lilly, Palantir, some of these other companies that have been beat down, they definitely are.
Oh yeah, I just hit green on open. Yep.
Okay.
Green now. Yep. For that $5 call, it's running.
Yeah. And see, we got time on that. We got time on that. So that's why I like to show people stuff that they can make money on. You can go do, go live your life. You ain't got to be sitting in front of a chart all day or on a call all day. You can just reassess your positions. Hey, I'm gonna add some more here. I'm gonna take some profit here. Yeah,
it costs a little bit more to go long, but it's worth it though.
It is definitely worth it because man, you get into next year and you paid maybe $2 or $3 grand, but you get into January, February, and that thing is 20 grand. I mean, who's complaining?
Oh yeah,
that's serious passive income.
Oh,
because if I do, let me see, UNH. Let me go to the one that I'm paper trading, and I'll show you. So in fact, UNH, I'm going to do the one for next summer and do the stats on where it can go financially. UNH, I did UND. It's just sitting there. I'm like, why ain't this thing pulling up? UNH. So I'm going to look at June 18th, I think it is, 2026.
Yeah, I see it. I'm going to do it with you. I'm on paper trade right now. I'm thinking.
Yeah. And then, so what I'm doing is you take it and then you go
370 call. What you doing?
I did, what was the one I actually bought? I'm doing the one I bought. The 370. 370. And so I got the real one.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I got like 5 of them.
Oh, my money ain't long like that.
No, I've been waiting to buy. I've been waiting. So I tell you, just keep some money on the side. So when and then you don't have to keep them. So you can rinse and repeat that money all day.
Yeah. I just dropped off 2 kids to college on Sunday. That was me.
In
Washington State, brother.
Man, you can rinse and repeat all day. The same thing.
Yes.
Let me see. Did it let me in? UNH. I think it did let me in. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it's at 2,000 and wow, $90.
Yeah. So then if I take this and I'm at it would have cost 21 right there. But once I get to 370, that's going to be 35. And then if we get all the way back up to 500, yeah, I'm at almost $20,000 on that one. So then think about it. I'm at 5. Come on, go there.
I just did the paper trade on that. I just entered right now, and I'm up $625 already. But I bought 10 contracts though.
Yeah,
I bought 5 contracts. 5 contracts and up already.
And see, we're at 304.8 now. Volume is stepping in. And that's the thing, when you get more contracts, you get that growth on multiple contracts as opposed to one. Yeah. And then you could play around with it too. You can see how the big boys would trade that, because they would be buying, you know, 5, 10, 20,000, you know, $1 million positions on that.
Exactly.
$1 million positions, or, you know, at least $30,000 positions. So whatever would that come to? So if you did, and that's why I was saying earlier in the training, you know, reach out to my guy. He can get you funding. So then when you get a big day and you need money, you don't just use it just to use it. Use it when there's a reason.
Are you recording right now, or just me and you?
Let me see. Is it still going? I don't even know. Hold on. I think Damon's here. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, let me stop the recording. I don't even know why. All right, if you're on YouTube, like and share, subscribe. We'll get with you on Sunday.